Stay firm, boys. Old Adolf doesn't know we're coming, so we've got numbers and surprise on him. When we hit the beach, move fast and take out the defenses. Next thing you know, you'll be dancing the swinging Calais.
Welcome back, folks, to yet another episode of Axis and Allies. Now, last episode probably cut off pretty oddly. This game has... there are a few maps that are really notorious for crashing, or freezing, I should say, and Anzio is one of those. It's really bad about it. I went back and tried to actually re-record it, and it ended up freezing again and again, so I just said, it's not really worth it. But as you can see here, we start with 3 battleships. Battleships have the ability to bombard, and they also have the ability to deploy troops. You can have infantry deployed, you can have marines deployed, and a HQ truck. Now, the difference between marines and infantry, I believe the marines just have a little bit more health, and I believe they have an additional machine gunner. I could be wrong on that one, though. Here is a aircraft carrier. Now, you want to make sure that you have the escort button on, because if you don't have escort buttons on, then your bombers are going to have 0 cover, and they'll be picked off extremely easily by anti-aircraft. Now, you have the option to do some air recon, which can be relatively useful, but you have to wait for your bombers to actually be available. And with most of them, you only get a max of 4. Sometimes you get a max of 3, sometimes 5. It depends on the map. And the airstrikes from a carrier is cheaper than you would from an airfield. And they also have the ability to deploy paratroopers. And I believe on some maps they can deploy like a third special unit, but you normally have to have an upgrade for that. Now, this map can be a royal pain in the ass. That's all you have to say. It can kick your ass in 10 seconds. You start off with 5 infantry regiments, however, only one of them is actually strong. This one right here is the only one that's really useful. All the other ones, they all have 0 health. You have 2 flamethrowers here as well. That my mouse does not want to work, apparently. They want to bring over here. You have a whole field of fortifications they want to deal with your battleships. You want to move them up a little bit more. And with battleships, there's very little ship-to-ship combat in this game. However, you can see that it has 4 turrets, and if you have them moved to the side, they'll be able to use all 4 compared to their only 2. But I have enough to make it end up working. Going to resume. And this guy, as you can see, he's exhausted. Now, exhaustion means that, I actually don't really know off the top of my head. It is relatively important, that's all I have to say. Now, trying to go after these cities with, anti-aircraft, with, airborne, you'd only be able to capture this one and the secondary one. You would have to capture this one to beat the game. The other 2 have fortifications that you can see here. They have these artillery batteries that you're not really going to be able to defeat really quick before an enemy shows up. And this one has a few bunkers. Not good. And this is the first map where you will end up seeing airfields, and you're going to want to get rid of them as fast as possible. You can go ahead and try to land just airborne infantry and get rid of their HQs. You can try that, however, that's a little bit risky, and you run the threat of losing out on your money, which is something you're also going to have to be really careful about. But I'll actually go ahead and try that. Why don't I? I don't believe 3 is going to be anywhere near enough, but we'll end up saying. Trying to think of a good place to put them. I think here will be fine. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put 3 out, and we'll end up seeing what it actually does. Normally I'd always want 6, but what can you do? Now that all of you are in range for the most part, I had to switch back to Fraps for a different game that may or may not actually end up coming out, so I've been using that. It's just been a pain in the ass. But you go ahead and deploy a truck, and you two go ahead and start bombarding these things. Now keep in mind that these bunkers cannot be taken directly by just bombarding. It's regardless of whatever unit you end up using, you have to have at least one unit hit it once before you're able to capture these sort of things. They can destroy units and buildings and gun emplacements and bunkers, but for bunkers like this, they can't do it. So you're out of health. I need to put you here, even though I think there's a guy over here somewhere. And yeah, they do a lot of damage, the bombardments do. And goddamn, why is this thing so, unresponsive? I'm going to go ahead and fire there. You're normally dealt with. I'm going to be doing a lot of pausing and unpausing. That's just how it's going to be. I actually only have one of you bombard that guy. You two keep bombarding further here in back. I'm so used to also having pause as a function for that. And, your allies are going to be fucking stupid, as you can imagine. Space is also going to be a slight issue here. You're not going to have a lot of it as time goes on. You're dealt with, going to go ahead and fight you. I can actually probably deal with you directly, even though you're entrenched. These guys aren't going to regain any of their health. I'm, again, so used to having that button to be able to just do it. I'll send you up to fight here, and these have a relatively small attack distance as well. You go ahead and deploy right here. Space is going to be a bit of an issue as time goes on. You don't have a lot of it to really end up using. Go ahead and fight you. I don't really... God, I hate the spacebar not being paused. But you want to get rid of as many of these fortifications as you can. You don't take them over, though. They are, speaking of which, I also need to retreat you, because you're getting your ass handed to you, because I could have swore I defeated that one, but I guess I didn't. I was wrong. You probably have enough damage. No, you don't. Whatever. As you can see, I'm eating through my money pretty fast. But again, the more buildings that you end up building, the better you will be. And I want to have that airfield, too, because it will give me bonuses to my abilities and that sort of thing. Sorry, for my aircraft, which is always nice. Oh, my friends are actually bombarding it. That is pretty nice. You go ahead and engage here. You should be dealt with now. Bombard here. You want to wield them down like this as best as you can. These machine gun bunkers do a fair amount of damage, but if you get them down to 1 HP, then you're all good. All these guys need to be attached with every single one of them. Having a second infantry HQ would actually probably be a relatively good thing to have, so you can have engineers and that sort of thing being built. And again, space is not the best in this area, so you want to be a little bit careful. You especially don't want to go too far to the right, and you can't really build on these hills either, which is a pain. You gotta be a little bit, just gotta put them in an area somewhere. I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. And then there's also going to be you, which I'll just go ahead and place right here. Now that all of you are a group, I annoyingly have to actually kind of wait for the stupid thing to get out of its way. They're probably going to go oh no, we can't deploy. Can't do it. Now these guys can attack fully, defended ones without much of an issue. I'm getting a little bit distracted. I have 3 of you guys up here. Again, I don't think they're going to be able to do much for me. I will go ahead and attack here. I can probably bring in a few aircraft. I can bring in 2 to help. And hopefully they'll end up breaching here. They may not, though. You also really need to be careful about... Oh, that sucks. You also need to be really careful about actually helping your allies in this situation, because... Normally you'll have them, you know, kind of like deploy out along here, but otherwise you have to face some enemies. Huzzah! You want to get them to, like, really quickly move over here. And if you're fast enough, you can actually get your ships to bombard these guys. And their bombardment does a fair amount of damage. And even this, like, micromanagement doesn't really affect their movement, like, not really movement, but attack structure much. So they should be able to attack without much of an issue. As you can see, it does a lot of damage, and they're already routing. That's good, that's what you want. I think they're bringing tanks over. Oh no, goddamn engineers, get the fuck out of my... get out of here. I don't want you. Now, this map especially is one where you're going to want to be, not necessarily even like conservative. Well, actually, no, you want to be conservative. But what you want to do is try to whittle down the enemy's economy as quickly and effectively as you can. Because, you know, all the stuff that they have here also gets affected by, you know, on the same way that you would. And why are you... No, you idiots, stop it. Fine, I guess I need all of you to come over here. You need to all bunch up. Fuck it, just go attack him. I think I prematurely ended up attacking this part, though, because my units are about to get completely and totally destroyed. Maybe they'll do enough damage. I'm not sure, though. You don't... Oh, no. Nope, not even close. I already have one that died. I would need more, then. I was close, though. I was kind of hoping that maybe, just maybe I could. Oh, there... Oh, no, he's not going to help me. No, I just ran out. God damn it, I was kind of hoping. Just didn't have enough there, unless he can somehow manage to get another bomb off, but I doubt it. No, you actually have the health to do so. Fantastic. Destroyed his HQ. That was imperative. Now, I could try the same up here, however, yeah, my buddy's not doing that great, even though their HQ is actually already pretty heavily damaged. And yeah, there's some, you know, anti-aircraft here. What I need to be doing instead of being stupid, you deploy this. I don't know where I'm going to deploy it. I'm going to have to deploy it somewhere. I'll actually go away in that. Deploy that. Probably, I want to get my tanks out, though, first. I don't have enough room to deploy like money. I need to expand like further up in here. That's where you want to mainly build. Alright, you're dealt with. Go ahead and keep moving along. I'm actually going to go ahead and have you move over here. You lot, you need to start bombarding all along here. There's going to be a number of defensive units all placed along here. You cannot trust your AI to take any of the cities, however. You also need to be, again, relatively quick about it, and he took my prime building spot. Now, your abilities that you have on this map, you have one that'll end up giving you a fair amount of money. I don't know how much off the top of my head. Mechanized reply, fuck, I can't speak. Really only good for, you know, once you have a mechanized division out and about, which can take a little bit of time. And, again, trying to find a place to deploy is a bit of a pain in the ass. Yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and let these guys go ahead and deal with any enemies coming along here. I have my airfield here, and you might be able to deploy somewhere. It's annoying that you can't just, like, deploy in the sand, so I have to actually deploy up here, but he, like, took my prime spot. All of you go ahead and get engaged. You're all dealt with. Move out. Yeah, don't go in the water, because, you know, water's evil for you, apparently. And you pause again. Yeah, I know, I'm going to be doing a lot of pausing. That's just going to be kind of how it is. Oh well. Nothing can really be done about that. You can actually go ahead and wait. I want that, and then that. And my artillery as well, because I'm going to be using mainly artillery. I'm going to do that. And for engineering brigades, which I might bring out some engineers, that'd be pretty useful. Definitely the anti-tank and that. And all that can end up waiting a little bit. You deploy 2 tanks, and then go ahead with your extra stuff, which would be extremely useful. But as you can see, I kind of ran out of money, so I'm going to go ahead and boom, I got funds. Not much funds, but I got some funds. I'll go ahead and help you guys further out here to hopefully get them to help a little bit. Normally the AI, especially on this map, is kind of dumb and doesn't really help you much. They tend to go bankrupt like immediately. But as you can see, they already have light tanks in general coming out, which is going to be a bit painful. You're dealt with. I don't really know where to expand though. And as you can see, my airfield's actually being already under attack. I gotta go ahead and do that. Throw a defense on, even though I need more units. You go ahead and deploy. I saw a spot where you could deploy. Come on. Okay, you go ahead and deploy here. I'll just fully upgrade one. Go ahead and shoot that. You shoot that as well. They're starting to send some units down through here that I gotta be a little bit careful about. You go ahead and I guess deploy up here. I don't like them being so spaced out, but I don't have much of a choice. All of you are dealt with, and you also need to be dealt with. I need to bring a unit further back up here, but again, I don't have the money to do that. I guess I could go ahead and kind of wait for my infantry, like, you know, weighing all that stuff, but I really don't want to. Is your price gone down yet? Yes, so I can at least build one artillery to kind of come out and help a little bit. Go and keep fighting. You guys, yeah, again, sorry about all the constant pausing, but it's going to be pretty useful. You have to be pretty quick on this map, otherwise you can, you know, run into some issues. We need to run you guys back to go and help defend here, because this guy's going to go like, derp, there's not... No, idiots, I said run this way. I guess I could let you guys... Okay, yeah, no, you're more than fine. Oh, there's units here. I didn't even notice that. There's artillery. That's really not good. Actually, go ahead and retreat anyway. You deploy another one of you. I need to get my bombers onto functional range. Get the fuck out of here. You're dead. You move. You come back through here. I don't know which one of you had the bad morale. It's you. Just go ahead and wait. You can't... units don't gain morale whenever they're walking for whatever weird reason. I don't get it, but they just don't. Set unit back up. You should be good. Go ahead and run back through here. You can actually deal with the beach defenders. Even though you're doing a pretty good job on your own, I don't want to move into the city. Even though the city would give me some bonuses, I don't want to do that just yet, because that'd probably aggro them a little bit too much. Move you back up here. I can build another artillery. Is there anything else I need to grab? I'm not going to use flamethrowers. I'm actually going to go ahead and keep the units that I end up having as well. I normally don't like having a mishmash like this. I prefer having really only anti-tank infantry. And especially because I'm going to be facing a lot of tanks. But for this instance, I should be fine. Oh, there's going to be some units coming up through here, maybe. I'm going to bring you up anyway, just in case. There's an enemy right here, and again, there are two main forces, and you also have beach defenders, and oh yeah, you're getting your asses handed to you, sadly. I could try to help. I prefer, you know, to not do that, though, because, again, you walk a very fine line, and it really depends whenever your units end up getting attacked, and what the hell ended up bombarding it? I have no idea. Yeah, I am not in the economic or military strength to actually do that at the moment, so I'm going to have to wait. And as you can see, whenever an airfield gets attacked, their fighters will end up coming out and trying to protect them. And I mean, it does stuff, it ends up working. Go ahead and just move over here. I'll gain you a little bit of experience. All the other people, I'm actually going to just have you stop for the moment. Can you bombard the people up here that are about to attack me? I don't believe so, but you might be able to. You become group number 2. I need to build tanks next, which I have, yeah, I'm going to probably just build artillery tanks. I might build heavy tanks, though. You guys are fighting at the moment. Go ahead and fight that one as well. And the main reason I like just going after these defenses is so that you have a little bit more room to actually, you know, fight. You guys bombard here. Where's your attack range? Oh, apparently right there, where, you know, I already wasted... He's like, oh, no, fuck that. I don't want to send anyone out there. Fuck it. But yeah, it's a bit hard to tell when the enemy is actually going to go ahead and attack itself to attack you. However, it's best to always be cautious. I'm just waiting for my money to clear up a little bit. Alright, you people have now done that. You don't have to worry about your ships getting beached, by the way, which is fantastic. They can, you know, come in and off the sand wherever the hell they want to. I'm actually going to go ahead and move you a little bit closer in. On some maps, you'll also... Oh, here's an example right here. You have beach mines that... They do a little bit of damage to your unit, to your boat unit. I can't think of the best way to say that. They do damage. However, they're not going to like end up killing you or anything. The only thing that they will end up killing in one hit is if you like deploy a unit out and in their transport boat hits it, then they'll end up dying. That one's done. I'll go ahead and do the advanced morale, even though I normally don't do it, but it could be useful in this situation. You guys go ahead and repair your health a little bit, you know, just stitch yourselves back up. Maybe, you know, take a long rest. Yeah, this guy up here is about to fucking die, and I'm not going to bother to try to help him. That's just how it normally is. I should now have enough to actually go ahead and build some tanks, which would be nice. You go ahead and fight those guys. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and build some artillery tanks. Still can't build that many, but oh well. There's more of these defender guys. These guys can't move. They won't regain their health or anything, which is so nice. If they did, it would be a fucking nightmare to try to get through here, and sometimes it is anyway. You're coming back along here. Gotta move a unit to attack. And I could, like, actually move them over here into the beach so they're actually able to attack. However, well, I'm not sure if they actually can reach or not. They may not be able to. You move back for protection. You're still fighting. And go ahead and just keep on going. You've got enough health, you got enough morale, you can do that. There's an enemy plane. Okay, oh, I see where your airfield is. I need to send you out to go destroy it. I don't have enough money. God damn it. I don't have enough money. That was a waste of my time. Whatever. I now have enough money. No, wrong one. You don't want to send planes out piecemeal, really. It's best to like send them in as a group. Okay, you're dealt with. Move you back up. My commentary is not going to be that great, and I apologize. And you also need to run the hell away. Bravely run away. I think I ended up getting hit by like a bomber or something. Yeah, I think that's exactly what it was. And whenever bombers attack your units, yeah. Their life expectancy isn't going to last very long. Bombers do a crap ton of damage. I'll go move up here. I have my tanks. The game's being a bit of a pain in the ass. There's just too much stuff like on screen, and it really slows the game down a bit. I don't know why. God, it's super annoying when it happens too. There you go, that may fix it. I just have to start and restart the recording. What else can I end up getting? I still can't buy another one of them. I don't even know what I was doing at the moment. You guys, I guess I'll go ahead and you move up, you move here. You guys, oh, you're being bombarded. It's best to try to move these people away, but sometimes it also doesn't really matter. I think I got rid of that. Okay, I did get rid of the airfield. Fantastic. That's what I wanted. You go run away. The bombs kind of sort of follow you. They kind of don't. It kind of does depend also on, you know, it just does. What I need to do is build some ammo. I didn't have the money to do that. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you're being bombarded. One bomb's not going to, like, actually end up killing them. It takes at least two. Assuming that, you know, they regain their health in enough time, which they a lot of times don't. But if you constantly end up moving around, then, you know, it is Hard for them to actually end up hitting you. Yeah, this guy should be fine. Whee! See? Not a whole lot of damage. You're fine, you're fine. Go ahead and move you up to do some bombarding damage. And the Americans here, as what you're playing, they can only have 3 tank slots. You're number 1. I actually need to bring my infantry back. You guys are now my number 3. And I'm destroying a bomber, and it landed on top of me. Thanks, guys. Thanks. You should be fine. You go ahead and start... oh, there are actually air defenses in here. I was wrong. Go ahead and start bombarding that. I could actually just go ahead and move into the city, which, yeah, fuck it. Just move into the city. Move into the city, attack that. I'm going to need to start, yeah, for right now, just go ahead and actually act as your own unit. I don't like having, you know, only 3 of one unit, and oh, you guys are about to die. Bravely run away! I may have actually waited a little bit too long already on this map. I think I did. You have a very short, very short period of time where nothing bad will happen. In terms of, like, you know, you're not going to get, you know, screwed over, like, immediately, but... yeah, I think that's a little bit too late. There are no longer any, like, hostile units, only bunkers left. That I'm completely fine with. You get bombarded until you end up dying. Come on, no, I want to kill you. I don't want you to come back and end up hitting me later. There we go, perfect. Guys haven't fully recovered yet. What's... oh, right, supply depot. You deploy somewhere. And now I can now I have all this room to actually deploy units, which is fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and deploy more, and when I get the money, I'm going to throw down another airfield. Speaking of airfields, I also need to get them off the ground, you know, get planes on the ground. It's not going to happen at the moment, though. Yeah, you are moving up. You just kind of sit there for the moment. I could also try to make a mad dash up north. That may actually not be a bad idea. I'll have to see what they have up here before I do that. Where's my other tank? Here we are. You deploy here, and I have the upgrades. I have all the upgrades I end up needing. You're not set to deploy. Go ahead and deploy. You need to deploy within the within your like resupply bar. Otherwise, they won't get supplied, and you won't get their benefit. And you know that's only with buildings, of course, but even still. One of you, because as you can see, I'm losing 70 money by being negative in ammo. Are there actually units up here? Of course, my fucking stupid AI idiot's going up here, so they're going to be building people. And, you know, rushing people back up, which is not good. Yeah, they're being stupid, so I can't do that whole thing. I was kind of hoping I might be able to, but no. There's another one of you. Did I only build 2 of you? I guess I only built 2 of you. Just going to go ahead and build some more. I always need more money. Speaking of more money, throw that down. And I guess I'll go ahead and like move you guys through here. I might be able to capture this city. I think it's still pretty heavily defended, though. I'll have to see. You go be the bait. Wow, that was very easy. Fine, be that way. I was like, oh, this might be a little bit difficult, but no, nope, not whatsoever. Thanks for the extra money, bro. I needed it. Or does it not give me money? It should give me money. Oh, it's because it's occupied by Dickhead's force. I like how I just called him Dickhead. Like, that's him. Yeah, it's my my rival from Pokemon, even though I have not played Pokemon in years. Nor will I play Pokemon in another good many years. Because, you know, I just don't play it. And I have no intention to. I used to. I used to be a huge Pokemon fan, and then I got out of it, like, you know, actually a few years ago. You get some R&R when you're dead. Up here comes the invasion force. Look, they took... oh god, you have your fucking heavy tanks. No one likes your heavy tanks. They suck. And by I mean they suck... what the hell? Oh, it was flashing a color which meant that they were out of their supply zone. And I'm like, wait, how? How does that even happen? I don't know. enough money to deploy more of you. I'm probably going to cut a lot of this out. So I will probably be, I was going to cut some of this out until, like, stuff happens. So I will be right back.